Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So as I said in the previous video, I'm going to be uploading every day showing the previous day's results on the video. So today is 25th October and these are the results from yesterday on the 24th of October. So I'm going to be showing you how I caught all these trades and what my thought process was when entering these trades. So yeah, if you do find some use from this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can join my free Discord in the description down below. Also, just so you know, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is for educational purposes only. All right, so let's get into it. So these are the trades I caught. 14 are here, 16 are, that wasn't 16. I took partials on this one. I'll explain that afterwards. I lost this one right here, and then I caught a 15R on this one right here. So yeah, let me just delete these and I'll explain to you how I caught these trades. Actually, let me just leave them on and then explain in general. So if we go to a high time frame, if we go to the daily, um, what I do is I do higher time frame analysis and work my way down, top down analysis. So what my thought process was here was overall looking at the structure overall, like how price is moving just in general. And as you can see, price overall is moving down. There's lower highs and lower lows, and lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, equal high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and we need a new lower low to form for the trend to continue. Currently, a new lower low hasn't formed, but that was the overall trend. And I just mark out different areas. I can see that there's some liquidity, sitting above this area. There's liquidity above these sort of areas right here. There's liquidity above each high, but I just like marking it out. Then I drop down to the 4 hour time frame right here. As you can see, what we can see is price is currently in a bit of a range right here. Yeah, if you look at it from a shorter perspective, you can see that has been a lower high, higher low. I mean, I can't speak, but yeah, price is basically seems like it's moving up, but currently it's in more of a range than anything. It need to break these highs to form a new higher high, really, in the overall grand scheme of things. But yeah, currently I'm seeing this as a sell. So if my overall bias is a sell, my trades should really be sells overall for the day. So yeah, we can see we're in a range, and if we want to, we can draw like the support and resistance if you'd want to. I guess that's the resistance there and the support here. And above that, we've got some liquidity sitting above there. So price will, it should in theory break above this and grab the liquidity and come back down. Maybe it even goes up to here and then comes back down a bit, or I could just carry on above, grabbing all this liquidity along the way. There's a ton of liquidity all over. All over up there, which will get grabbed eventually. But currently, yeah, price is here, and then I drop down to the hourly time frame, and just just to see how things are going, do a bit of analysis here. Jump down to the 15 minute. What we can see actually is a nice legs being made over here, a push up, and with every impulse will be a sort of retracement. Like you see here, there's an impulsive move, it retraces. Some sort of an impulsive move, a retracement. And yeah, as and the cycle continues, came nicely into this order block region right here and pushed back up. But yes, if you were to look at it just like this, you'd think price is moving up, but overall it is going down currently. So if we go to the 15 minute, you can get a bit more sort of thing. But I am doing intraday trading right here on this strategy. So if we drop down to the 1 minute, my overall bias was to sell. So what I did was I looked over here and wait, where's my other trade gone? I had another trade here. I don't know where that other trade's gone. I must have deleted it by accident. But there was another trade right here. Um, I'll show you how I got that. But it was a really tight stop loss, and it was a really good trade. Um, but yeah, no. I don't know where that's gone, but I did catch that trade right there. I'll show you how I did it. Basically, right here, what I did was I looked at the Asian session as we were in London, and I seen that there's topside liquidity right here, a ton of liquidity there. As you can see, liquidity. All this needs grabbing. Yes, it did get grabbed by this, but there's just in general like liquidity sitting above all these bits right here, and we know that price is attracted to the money, so it's going to run it out. It did run it out, but I did see price going higher, but I didn't like what price was really doing here, so I didn't really base my entry off of any of these sort of areas. What I did was I looked a little bit further back and I found this nice institutional sort of order block region, and looking at that, it kind of aligned with this sort of area. I'd rather use this because it can tap into an institutional area. It can be tapped multiple times. Sometimes it just goes a bit deeper each time it taps in, but yeah, I expected it to at least tap into this area once again. So what I do is I entered off of the 50% off of that, and my entry should have been 50% with, I think it was a 5 pip stop, and I was aiming for 110 pips, I believe it was. So yeah, you can see that's what I placed right there. As you can see, that was a very nice entry, same as the other day. Got a very clean entry right there, and my target was 110, I believe, about there. And as you can see, it tapped into that beautifully right there about 5 p.m. But yeah, obviously you got to make sure you take partials. But yeah, after that liquidity was grabbed, we know price is gonna move down in our direction. Overall, that's our bias to push prices down. We can also see that more liquidity was formed here, giving us more of a confirmation. Price is going to push down and grab all of this beautiful liquidity right here, because price is driven towards the money. So after we got that entry, I like it my second entry, as you guys know. So what I did was let me delete this, I'll show you. Basically, price was pushing down here, it broke structure right here, and I usually wait for two structural breaks, but I just thought I'll enter. So I entered, was it about, I think, halfway of that, um, and my stop loss was just above. I can't remember if it was 4 or 5 pip stop loss now. It must have been 5, I think. So I entered around there, aiming for a similar target, and this one was about 100 pips, and I caught that one to 19 nicely. That's how I caught that one there. Overall, the reason I was confident in these trades was overall my bias was price is going down, so I'm gonna trade in the direction that I believe price is going to go to, and I'll base my entries off of previous tested ways I have traded before and that I know work. So I enter off of those. I love getting my second entries in. Could have almost like got your second entry at this sort of point right here. Um, if this lets me draw around here using this sort of order block sort of region and entered over there. However you want to enter, at the 50%, at the close, at the open, at the wick, wherever you want to enter. You could have got caught a nice entry there, but I didn't catch any third entries. I stopped it after that. I left it for a bit and I came back just to take a quick glance at the charts, and I seen price to push down from here about 60 pips, and I thought, let me try and get a third entry. I thought, why not? Basically, price has already pushed down past here. There's a chance price could have come back up to this sort of area, mitigated this. There's a little bit of an imbalance here, and there's a nice institutional sort of area right here. So there was a chance price could come here, but I wanted to be a little bit risky, and thought I'll enter off of current recent price, and I use this sort of imbalance here as my next entry right here, which I did catch. It was a nice entry with a 4 pip stop loss. However, it didn't hit the same target, but I did take my partials over here at this the bottom of the Asian lows. Actually, it wasn't there. It was about there. No, it was about here. I took my profits about there partials, so I took about um, 8R partials on that, and then I was holding the rest, but obviously it hit my stop loss right here, or break even. Uh, but yeah, always make sure to take partials. Always make sure you take partials at established areas where price will go to. Overall price did come down here, but it did take me out. Like I said, there was a chance for price to come back up to here, but price didn't fully push all the way up. It just came into it rather than coming just into the imbalance. It does come into the order block sometimes, so it would have been better reflecting back, entering off of this sort of order block institutional region, just like this whole sort of area right here. Obviously, this is in hindsight, but entering maybe with a 5 pip stop right here and getting some nice entries there. But that is in hindsight, but that doesn't matter. Would have been a better entry, entering a little bit higher and not just entering off of the imbalance. But it doesn't matter. We still caught some profits on that one. And then afterwards, obviously, my overall direction was to go down. But I love catching like reversal entries, if most of you know. And usually the reversals will happen in New York because New York liquidity comes in, the New York volume comes in, sorry, and I wanted to catch these reversals. So after I seen around 12 o'clock, half 12, price made a nice impulsive move. I'm using the wrong tool here. Price made a nice impulsive move up right here. It wasn't the most impulsive, but it did 35, 40 pips in just 3 candles. So that was a nice little impulsive move up, giving me the go ahead that a reversal is potentially happening, because the main reason I had the idea that reversal was happening because we had a break of structure right here. Because if you look here, structure broke this. I mean, price broke these areas of structure right here. Structure broke here. Structure broke here. And overall the structure broke there. Obviously, I like looking at more aggressive pieces of structure like this, but the main piece of structure you'd probably look at if you weren't looking at aggressive structure was that. So we did have our structural break there. So I did have 2 entries on this, because this one was my main entry right here. And as you can see, I really messed up on this entry right here. It missed me by the tiniest pip right here, and it is annoying to see, but it happens. Um, Usually I do enter off of the 50%, but I just in myself I had a feeling of entering at the body of the candle this time on this reversal, but it didn't really work out too well. If I'd have entered on 50%, I would have caught a nice entry there. Would have caught about 43 pips. Um, and I would have got some partials on that one, but it doesn't matter. So I lost that first trade, but I did have my backup entry on this little order block region right here. I also entered this on the body of the candle. As you can see here, let me just do a mark in there. Now this had been tapped, but it wasn't fully mitigated. It can come back in, but each time it comes back, its price will move deeper into the thing. So as you can see right here, this was the initial tap. Then we had a bit of a deeper price movement inside of it. Then we had the deepest price movement right here, and then you have another deep movement into it, and then it eventually breaks. So each time price stabs into your point of interest, price will generally tend to stab deeper into that point of interest where you want to enter from. So in hindsight, obviously I should have maybe entered on the 50% to get that tight entry. Look, if you look here, if I'd have entered on the 50%, this would have been a super tight entry. It would have been like bang on, no drawdown on that entry. But that doesn't matter. I still caught the trade anyway. But I should have accounted for the deeper stabs. Sometimes, when you're in the middle of it, you just want to get into that trade, but you got to think about it. You can't let your psychology beat you. But yeah, so I entered this over here with a 4 pip stop right here, and this my overall targets was a little bit higher, but my partials were around here somewhere. So I did catch a decent amount on that trade. I did lose that one, but I caught these 3 right here and this trade right here, and then I stopped trading for the day. So I caught 21R, 20R. What was this one? This one was about an 9R, and then I caught this about 14R, I believe it was around there somewhere. But that was the partials. Overall, I was expecting it to go a bit higher, but it did come back and hit my break even, which does not matter. Overall, this was a good trading day. So yeah, if you guys did get some use out of this, just let me know if in the comments if you need a little bit more assistance. And I hope you did get some, use out of this video. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and join the free Discord. As I said, you guys can talk amongst yourselves in there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.